For years, I thought of myself as a loan officer. I'm just a loan officer, okay? Then as I started building a team and building this business, then I started thinking of myself as a business owner. One of the aspects of what I do, running a branch, leading a branch, is recruiting. And that's hard for me to do, really hard for me to do. I've been here 30 years, and I'm most proud of the team that I've built and the lives that I've changed with the loan officers that I brought on board. These young people, the Darrens, the Torreys of the world, Mike Pickett's, that I brought into this industry, and hopefully they'll say the same thing, that I've changed their lives. I actually started in the restaurant business. I went to school for hospitality management, running hotels and restaurants, and I shortly realized that it probably wasn't going to be the career for me. So I got out of that and I got into banking. And what I soon found out after being in banking was it completely bored me to death. I've always loved the idea of doing a great job for clients, for people, helping people. And I could have done that in any industry, right? I could have been a financial advisor, I could have done other things. And then Mr. Cosgrove recruited me over to Union Home when he had taken over the company, and that was 30 years ago in September it'll be. My wife and I had just gotten married. We had a 1-year-old daughter at home, Allison. And I came to her, I said, hey, I'm getting out of banking. I'm gonna go work in a mortgage company. She's like, how much do they pay? I said, it's 100% commission, honey. She's like, do it. When I tell her I'm gonna do something different in the business, she never even asked why. She just, the trust is completely there after all these years. Back then, it was like 15 employees, and I was the one loan officer. Mr. Cosgrove and I were both originating loans at the time still, and I was his first loan officer. You know, he was in corporate in Strongsville, and then he had me open this office here in Akron. It's about 15 years ago, I didn't have a team. I was just myself originating mortgages, and I was capped out of what I could do because I had to do everything. I had to go out and generate sales. I had to then get those loans to the closing table, which means reviewing pay stubs, reviewing bank statements, reviewing all this stuff, manufacturing a loan, which did not fill me up at all. Okay? Going, meeting new real estate agents, talking to clients, helping them with their finances, doing their budgeting, that's what filled me up. So I called Brian Smith one day, and I said, Brian, you and I are always like number 1, number 2 in the company, number 2, number 3 in the company. All of a sudden your numbers have exploded. What are you doing differently? And Brian confided in me that he had been in a coaching program for about a year. And so he had me call a gentleman by the name of Rick Ruby. And Rick Ruby runs a company called the Core National Coaching Program, and Rick hung up on me. He literally hung up on me, and I called him back and I said, I think our phones got disconnected, Rick. He said, no, I hung up on you. And here's the reason why. I'm not gonna let you into my coaching program because you have no help. I'm gonna try to teach you things that you're not gonna be able to do because you have nobody working with you. So that next week, he said, call me back after you hire somebody. You know, we've got this video shoot.
Are we on video already? I did not fix my makeup yet.
They're gonna interview you.
You just told me I was supposed to be here as a person.
Yeah, they're gonna interview you. I didn't want to scare you.
Tim Bullock came into my restaurant. I was managing it at the time, and his coach told him he needed to hire. He figured, hey, I think somebody with manager experience in restaurant background would be a good fit.
I got into the business, actually I was in banking, really got the mortgage bug, and I was really lucky that Tim was hiring people for his team because I wanted to be in mortgages, but I was like, how do you even start? I don't even know what a 1003 is. And being straight commission, I was like, oh. So I was really lucky when I interviewed with Tim that I actually got to learn the business, being his LP1, then LP2, and he knew long-term I really wanted to be a loan officer.
I've been here at the company, Union Home, since March of 2016, so a little over 10 years. Tim is wonderful. Tori and Darren treat me so good. She treat our team very, very well. And we're all good friends too. You know, it does. I mean, we're close. We are a very close-knit team.
This is my man. He is our mascot. He's on our team flyer. He goes with me just about everywhere. People underestimate the power of animals and, you know, their relationships that they can help build. But he is in the office every day, and I definitely couldn't do this job without him.
My team is over the years has changed. You know, employees leave, employees stay. They get promoted at the company, which is what I really strive myself on. If somebody wants to come work for me, that's great. If they want to strive to do bigger things, let's say, with the company level, then more power to you, as long as you're going to train your replacement, is what I tell them. That's my passion, is bringing people into this business that don't know anything, don't even know how to spell mortgage, and bringing them in, teaching them the business, and then hopefully changing their lives. We're not getting any younger in this business. The average age of a loan officer, I think, now is over the age of 50. So I saw a need to bring young people into this industry, and I've filled it a couple times.
The coolest thing with Tim, like I said, is he wants people to succeed. So like, he is not shy about tricks of the trade. He will share everything with you. He will share marketing and sales and, obviously just files themselves. He has your back, but he gives you enough leeway to fail if you need to, which I think in this business you have to learn to fail forward. That's been one of the hardest things for me. I'm a perfectionist. Me and Tim are probably complete opposites in that way, but that's why he was so good for me, because he let me know that you're not going to be perfect. Every day is not going to be this cookie cutter black and white day, especially in our world. But he never made us feel bad about it. He always said, what can we do better? And what can you learn from this? And I try to actually take that same concept with my team. I've had to learn it. Tim really gave us the tools to believe in ourselves, which was really cool.
Over the years, they're growing in their leadership, because they were loan officers just like me without a team. Now they're starting to grow their team, and now they're having to go through the pains that I went through of leading a team. But to see them come from not being able to produce a loan to being President's Club loan officer caliber LOs over the last several years has been amazing. You can't just learn leadership in a book. It's all about the people, right? So it's taken years and years and years, and I'm still trying to work on my leadership skills. Leadership for me revolves around just loving people, taking care of them, and they know that you would do anything for them. You're not throwing them under the bus. If something goes wrong on a file, we as a loan officer are taking the blame for that, even though it may not be our mistake. Ultimately, if there is a mistake made, it is on us as a loan officer, because we didn't either train our staff appropriately or we missed something. I've gotten a lot from my dad over the years. He was a plant manager of a steel factory. And I remember when I was young, he took such good care of all of his employees. So I think I got that type of attitude from my dad. Hard work ethic, taking great care of people. Never even thought about at the time that what they call giver's gain. The more you give, the more you get back. It's never really been in my mindset. That's why I'm doing this, to get something back from you.
The team is probably one of the most important parts of our business. You have to take care of them. You have to check in with them. I think that's so important in this industry to, scale back, ask appropriate questions, ensure that your team is not just high functioning, but mentally fit, because this business can tear you apart. I'm big on words of affirmation, and I explain to them weekly how grateful I am for them, how it's not that I couldn't do this job without them. I don't want to.
So I've lived here in Akron for all my life. Great community for first-time home buyers. I just love giving back to our our local community here. Yeah, I think, Akron in general, Akron, Cauga Falls, Talmadge, Stowe, all these areas here, even headed into Medina down the road here, great for first-time home buyer, great for, starter homes for clients. You've got homes here in West Akron. My first home in West Akron was $55,000. And our next home in West Akron was $125,000. So that's a good market when you're newly married, getting started out, buying your first home. The people are amazing here. There's so many different kinds of businesses here. You got IT. Obviously, Akron's known for hospitals, children's hospital, things like that. So we have a lot of heroes here, RNs, teachers, paramedics, who we're looking to interact and communicate with and help out. Yeah, my passion has always been for first-time home buyers. I remember when my wife and I bought our first house, it was a horrible experience. We didn't know what was going on during the whole process. We had no clue what we were doing. Last 30 years, I've focused on first-time home buyers, and I've kept that in mind of not putting our clients through that same experience. So we've really worked on creating those raving fan clients with communication and things like that. We're building a new home right down from Medina Country Club, which we're members of, and it's literally 2 minutes to the golf course.
Out there.
Living room.
I thought he was outside.
Where's the TV going, Fief? Where's the TV gonna go? Right here too.
Well, yeah.
I can see us spending a lot of time out here on the patio. You know, we're going to need to figure out how to put a screen door in here. So this builder that we're working with right now has probably been, of the 3 homes we've built, the best builder that we've ever could have come up with. But the details are so fine that I'll refer people to them. They refer people to me that are moving into our community, which is good for networking and marketing, but I'll refer them everybody that I know as well. But it's going to be maintenance free. I won't have to worry about anything. I can just work on my family, my faith, and work. And so that's why we're moving back. This will be the 3rd home that we've built, and this will be our last house. That sounds morbid. You want to head down to the club?
Yeah.
You know, everybody talks about work-life balance, but there really isn't. You're never completely in balance. If you're working too much, you're not at home enough. So there's never that true balance, I feel. The problem with running your own business is it's a two-edged sword. You don't have to work, but if you don't work, you're going to be in trouble. So as my kids were younger, I remember days when we'd go on vacation, I'd bring my laptop with me, I'd be working on all my vacation, okay? And the kids would be in the pool, I'd be by the side of the pool on my laptop. Not a good example to set for your kids. So when I coach new students now that are younger, that are in their 20s and 30s, I bring that up like first thing. Don't do that. Here comes trouble. Why I love coaching and why I think I'm a pretty darn good coach is because I've made all those mistakes. And now I coach on all those mistakes. It's like you're on the beach.
We're not ready to play in the sand. We're not playing in the sand. That's the thing.
How do we get it out?
We'll brush it off.
You have to take your shoes off. There you go.
I have definitely seen him just embrace growing teams and being a leader and teaching other people to grow teams. If you would have asked me when I launched on my own if I wanted a team, I would have said absolutely not. I learned it was a necessary evil, which now I couldn't do without my team. But I think Tim had a big part in helping me learn how to build a team and do it correctly and to, again, empower them. There's not a lot of people out there like that.
Tim has always been a really great guy, mentor, and really a friend. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this industry. I wouldn't have been at Union Home Mortgage for this long. He really gave me a shot in the beginning where he helped me grow, and this company has helped me grow. I learn something new every day, you know, in underwriting, talking to clients, I mean, just everything. It's very complicated, but it's also very rewarding.
So I've seen him grow in the sector of pushing people. I think that he's realized that, you know, maybe part of his mission statement is helping others find success. I think between Tori and I, like, how can you not be proud? You took us from nothing and made us something. I know I wouldn't be a coach if it wasn't for him. And he taught me at a young age that, you know, giving back is probably the best feeling ever. And in your 20s, you don't really know that. Like, I was so driven by commissions and money. Like, I remember seeing one of his paychecks in August of 2014, and I said, holy, I can't wait, you know? And then you hit that point, and you're like, I think that's the coolest thing that I've been able to take away is that I'm not really driven by the W-2. I'm driven by the thank yous, and I couldn't have done this without you. It totally gambled on me. It changed my life. Yeah. Not trying to get emotional, but yeah, I didn't have confidence then, and of course, you know, just not graduating on time and dropping out of college, it's just like, well, what is it that I'm meant to do? So him bringing me on, he took a chance, and that impacted me so much that I'm able to take the chance on others. So, and that's kind of where I'm at in my career now. I just brought on my first junior loan officer, you know, a little less than a year ago. I want to be Tim to others, if that makes sense.